What up, y'all? It's Raw Wrestling. Welcome back to a new video. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the new I think it's Arbiter, maybe? How you pronounce it? But it's basically based off of a 1970 Pontiac GTO Judge. And this car, in my opinion, not even in my opinion, what I found and what I'll show you guys in this video is indeed the fastest muscle car in Grand Theft Auto Online currently. It's faster than every PlayStation 4 car you've ever driven in. The top speeds are insane. The lap times at Daytona, because I know a lot of you guys, I basically base all my top speed stuff off of Daytona. Handling wise is a muscle car, so you already know it's going to handle like a muscle car. It's going to slide a lot, it's going to drift a lot. So I'm going to go into the handling portion of that. If y'all want to see that, I'll do it in like a separate video from this one, where I like see all the handling of all the cars and compare it to like the old ones. But the first section of this video is actually just going to be customizing the car. As you can see, there's a lot of new colors. I mean, there's a couple new colors, nothing too crazy that we haven't really seen. But you actually unlock every single color combination in the game off the jump. The only thing that you don't have unlocked is just the one house garage livery, but you get the other one, so it doesn't really matter too much. If I'm being honest, you're not really buying any of these cars to put the liveries on them unless you want like the classic looking liveries. Like I wanted the Judge livery on the side, which I thought really looked cool, and I wanted chrome bumpers on mine. I didn't want like black or anything. But this is really close. This is the closest we're gonna get to a Pontiac in the game. This from the side really does look like a 1970 Pontiac GTO. It's crazy how good Rockstar has become when it came to like copying the cars enough to where they look very similar, but to the point where it's like they have their differences. Like the front end, of course, doesn't have the split down the center like they all did. In my opinion, the customization options are kind of not. They definitely did fall off compared to the tuners update. The tuners update definitely had a lot more customization features, which I thought would be carried over into these cars, considering the fact that it's in the same garage. But you know, you get what you asked for. We got a whole new version of the game. The game, honestly, in my opinion, plays better, but it doesn't look too far different than the PS4 version. The textures are a little bit upgraded, a little bit, but it's not really too noticeable unless you have like a 4K TV. In 4K, it looks pretty good, but this is all pretty much the most customization you can do to this car. This is fully housed everything. I changed the rims later on, trust me, because I didn't like how they looked later on. But I'm gonna actually show you guys my live reaction of me doing a wheelie in this car, and I'm gonna tell y'all this car is gonna really knock your socks off when you see the rest of this video. But that's all I gotta say for right now. So let's get right on with that part of the video. Yeah, that hasn't changed. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, bro, you could do it. As y'all can see, that was like the longest wheelie I think I've ever done on a car in general. Like it was literally practically the whole length of the airport and that was, in my opinion, the longest wheelie I've ever done, even with boosts, you know, with the arena cars. But this is the first race I did at Daytona, and as you can see, the car. As you can see, the graphics like pretty good with like the lighting and all that. They didn't fix the reflections when it comes to like the mirrors, so don't even expect that. It's nothing too crazy. The game feels a lot more smooth though, if I'm being honest. But as you can see, back to the car, of course, the car is insanely fast because with the house upgrades and all that, it makes these cars leagues faster. And what I'm hoping is that they keep using Hal's Garage. I hope they just don't dump it after like an update or two, because in my opinion, these are as fast. Like these will probably be the fastest cars in the game for a while, because this is the fastest new muscle car. As you can see, I'm pulling away from him, and this is the one. This is the first race we did. The other three are like me messing around, but this is the one race that actually really counted, and the lap times are insane. 40-second lap times out of a 1970 Pontiac GTO. Or my bad, the Imponte Arbiter. I don't really care what I call it. It's a fast muscle car. It's the fastest muscle car I've seen in general. It's the fastest car right now. It's actually faster than the S95. I haven't tested out the new Cyclone, but I don't really think that car's going to be all too good. But with the Howes engine, I feel like that car is probably way faster than like the 811 or the what's the other one called? The Devastate 8, which is very popular. But I did the test with the 3 fastest muscle cars. My friend actually has modded cars too. So he has like speed glitches and stuff on his car. So you can see how far back he is. Like he's really far away from me. Like I'm almost halfway around the track and he's still on like the back stretch of this track. I'm on the front stretch. And as you can see, I'm turning 40-second lap times each lap without drafting off of anybody. It is just insane how like quick this car is. And honestly, in my opinion, this is my favorite car in the game now. I might actually sell a lot of my cars because there's no point of having them now if there's these cars out here like this. You know? Because it's like this car honestly is really beautifully styled. It looks so nice. The chameleon paint jobs are, in my opinion, the best things GT ever thought of. Because it's like you couldn't get tricked out paint jobs like that unless you use like crew colors. Even I've never seen this crew color before. So it's nice to see that they actually put in some effort into that. I wish there was a little bit more color options for the chameleon paint jobs. Like we could choose our own secondaries, which would have been really awesome. But you know, for what we got, it's still pretty good. I hit the wall right there, as you can see. I was just over there looking back at bro. And as you can see, I'm literally like 13, 14 seconds ahead of him and this is with ketchup on. Just imagine if I had ketchup off. This car would be flying. Like, it's actually crazy because the car is pulling away under its own power. And I pray that they really do not nerf this car in any way because it's already good as it is. They probably will, though, because it is kind of unbalanced compared to like the other muscle cars. Because for $1 million, you get the best muscle car, and it's what you deserve. You get the best car in the game for $1 million, and of course you got to upgrade it to the Howes Garage variant. I don't know how much that costs because I did the first I'm telling you guys this personally. Do the race that gives you at first because it gives you it gives you the first upgrade on that car for free. So like you know how like the Benny's like to upgrade it to the Benny's lowrider version, you had to pay an X amount of money. For that, you get it for free. And when I logged onto the game at first, I got the S95 fully upgraded for free. And it already came with all of the stuff already equipped on the car. All I really had to do was just change the colors and all that to whatever I wanted it to be. But this car is honestly the best car I've ever driven. It handles like a muscle car. The wheelies, as you saw, are insanely demonic. Like, it's insane. I mean, I didn't mean to say demonic, but you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how good it is. I haven't tested it against like other drag cars. I don't think it's the best because it is kind of a sluggish wheelie. Like, it's a good wheelie, but it's only good for show. It doesn't feel fast to me. It doesn't feel like I'm like gaining any more speed than I already am. And I'll have a whole video on that sometime in the future because I ain't gonna lie. This car has really changed the game so much that it's kind of fun to see what it's going to have now. But these next couple of clips are just going to be me tooling around with other cars. He doesn't have it yet, but I told him what it is. Make sure you buy the Imponte Arbiter off of Southern San Andreas Super Autos. I don't know how much I can say it. This car is insanely good. And it's just, look, I'm literally not even going full speed. I had to turn the audio off because I had some people talking in the background. And I wasn't in a party because I wasn't even anticipating on uploading a video. But as you can see, I'm literally, I wish I could show it better. But I'm not going full speed on this race. And he is. He has his foot to the floor. Whereas I'm kind of, holding back. You can see my exhaust backfire. And honestly, the backfire looks so much better now. It doesn't look like because in my opinion, the PS4 one looked kind of cartoony, but this one looks so crisp. And the smoke effects are actually pretty good too. And there's no random smoke effects now either, like there was on PS4. Like, because if someone was going really fast, there'd just be a bunch of smoke effects popping up. And it wasn't any good. The smoke looks amazing, but this is the last stretch. I'm just gonna leave them behind. I'm pretty sure. But it's just crazy to me how this car has overnight changed the whole dynamic of, or even just the house garage vehicles in general have just changed the whole dynamic of racing. And I mean, you can't change like the turning or anything. It's not crazy in depth. It's more about like the speed and the horsepower. I'm pretty sure you do definitely get better stopping brake, like better brakes, so it's a better stopping distance. So you could probably use this as like a track car. Me personally, this car really dominates on the circuits, like the races. I wish there was more racing liveries for it, like in like some old school NASCAR inspired liveries, because this really reminds me of like an old school NASCAR. Even though the real life GTO wasn't anything more than like a muscle car on the street. For some reason, you can make it into the red. You can make it into the Starsky and Hutch car if you really wanted to, because this also takes cues from the Gran Torino, but it's not the right Torino for it to have all the features of it. It's actually, because technically it would be an earlier Gran Torino, like the 71. But that's all I got to say for today's video. I really appreciate everybody who stays to the end, because I know it's been forever since I even did anything on this channel. I want to really start getting back into that, but I just got to get back into the groove of uploading and doing everything again, like I said. But that's all I got to say for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and have a great rest of your day.